so they kind of have some kind of issue. Donald Trump is kind of, want to use, religion to attack Nigeria now. I mean, he sent some airstrike, Nigeria on Christmas and to their sent to another state, and he had never been. Yeah, they are Muslim. He had never been to Nigeria. He got some ties, even when it comes to green card, visa. He had anything. That is why I say, if you try to send me something, it may be too hard because Donald Trump, the president, they are not in good time these days. Yeah, they are not in good time these days. So, I may end up losing it because, it may come to Nigeria and the custom officer there may, diverting it. Or, at the airport over there, they may end up doing something. I don't just know. But I don't want us to lose anything. And Frederica, I really need that thing. When you say you really want to do that for me, Nigeria, and I don't know. I wish the post office maybe tomorrow to see how it will work. If
do you think the president over there won't let anyone to come and tour or visit
they
Nigeria?
want, they want, they want, they want Americans to come. They want people to come. They check 30 December in Lagos. This year they make it happen. Before it was a Christian church that last 2 years it was a Christian church that has the most viewers, in Nigeria. Before his name was TV Joshua, he was the biggest pastor in Africa, and it happened that he was in Nigeria. So during that lockdown time, so he was doing his stuff on YouTube, TikTok. How you come online and be preaching daily, putting blogging, all this kind of daily stuff, right? And the public kind of pick his attention. Yeah, I don't know again. No, I will call you. Now I won't be this. Are you here? So the TV Joshua, it happened that the public picked his attention all over the world, because it was COVID and everybody was home. So that alone didn't give Nigeria it gave Nigeria a breakdown. You know why? Because it took attention all over the world. Everybody was talking about him online. Even big people like Joe Biden, Barack Obama, his wife. These top politicians. Even Switzerland, even Pop too, the biggest Pop in the France, all these people, big people was talking about him. He's a good man, he's a hybrid. So So he was having the biggest stream, I don't know. But, that was when apps, they start monetizing, apps. So it changed the Christian settings. We had so many pastors, then everybody was going to, pastor school. We had so many pastors, we have so many big churches. That is how, Christian came to be, Muslim. We don't have to, scream everything. We don't have to record everything. We just
If you have a question about Nigeria, just go ahead and type it. I'll ask.
5 times in a day. Morning you go pray, just go pray, just go pray, go 5 times a day, just go. So we don't have to record. But how Christian be, sometimes you spend time. So it attracts so many attention to the extent that, people take pastor or people take building of church as business. So early this year, there've been some kind of problems, people and musicians, and even politicians and some pastors too, and some imams have been sending message, to the believers too, on how they give offerings, how they donate to the church, and how their money being had pastor, have sex with the church members, how pastor use for ritual, all this kind of stuff.
No, thank you.
Money to buy Range Rover, buy bulletproof car, go vacation. Their students study abroad, while their church member, to struggle to eat, while their church
YouTube is not my job. What are you talking about? Quit YouTube. I'm not doing this for money. This is my memories, Kathy. It's just my memories. I'm not making money on this channel. I'm not planning to.
How the money came. Some of them get 50,000, every week. TikTok will pay you $50,000. YouTube will pay you maybe $60,000 or $70,000, and they still get that offer. So their lifestyle, they were living like politicians. They were living like big men. You can you hear that?
Right.
Yeah, for New Year, that is how they do. We've been losing some kind of young soldiers, in my town. We lost 1 or 2 yesterday, so they buried him. I don't think people will celebrate New Year. It's been like that for the past 3 years now. At the end of the year, this community normally lost a young boy like that. And, when they lost people, close to New Year, sometimes they don't get the job to celebrate. And it's been soldiers. And, this was that graduate, joined the army, joined the military. It's been then. We've been losing our young boys that have been in the military ever for the past 3 years. And early 2021, 2022, we lost one. 2023, we lost one. 2024, we lost one. 2025, we lost one. And they were very young. They were doing good. That is it. But, I wish it was before. You hear people, you hear noise, even the churches. But you see, everybody is quiet now.
Yeah, I used to hear the churches preaching when you outside. Now I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, because the fake things, is popping out now. Donald Trump is not getting the real stuff. They think Muslims are killing Christians, but people now are getting it. The truth are coming out. Some pastors are using it as business. Do you understand that?
Imposters.
They said some pastors, some people use it as business. How they send people to this church, for people to kidnap people, for ransom, just for the church name to go viral, for people to hear about the church, for people to donate for the church. You get it?
Right.
It is not true. I can't say it is 100% true, because one of them came online yesterday. Today is Sunday, right? One of the pastors that were accused, he's a big pastor. He has a big church. He came online. He said not everything that they were accusing him was true. He was just saying and laying down, begging his church member, and everybody was still sitting there, clapping for him. And I was like, no, I can't do this. He was married. He was single. And he had a girlfriend. She was an actress. She acted movie. He had her for 7 years. He had been having sex with her, and she has so many abortions for him. He has so many multiple sex with her. They have sex like, they fuck like monster. You get it? They go to, different African country, they hook up, they go to hotels, even when he go to work, maybe he go to different state for, they still hook up, they fuck like porn star. She try, because she said if he didn't come out, to apologize, that she will send some of their videos, they made online. Because I don't know, I feel like the person was so stupid too, I mean, you know the kind of job you having, and you reckon with someone having sex. I don't know, some men think as a pastor, what were you thinking? But to know how stupid, to know how evil some of them are, you play with God of war. If I will send you this video, you'll be surprised. They are on TikTok. You want me to send you one?
You want to send me some stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't just want you to get involved. That is why sometimes, when you come home, when you be like, they say this Nigeria is this, I'll be like, don't just be, some of them are just there, for their money. They just want people to pay, they are there for their attention. Our biggest billionaire here, we had someone that came back to last week, after Donald Trump, was talking about some kind of stuff too, threatening us, the billionaire came and he said there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. He said both people are facing the reality. They kill Muslim, they kill Christian too. But sometimes he feel like the Christian are the most victim, which he can't just compare that about genocide. It can't be just genocide because not every Muslim is killing. And we still have church in the town, in the villages. Some people are. These people are thoroughly, and they are kidnappers. They are thoroughly. How will I say that? These people are a group of people that they are. I feel like they're being used by political gains or some kind of money, business stuff. These people, it's not the religion stuff, all this kind of stuff. Then this man from the United States, someone that had never been to Nigeria, someone baby he called. Normally, when Barack Obama was there, he gave us some health. How will I say? The way you say if you disabled,
right.
they pay you. So yeah, when Barack Obama was there, every African, they check what they get from the African country, how the African country get to right, how other African country, what they get from that country. I don't know if you get any, the kind of business they get. Then Nigeria was one of the biggest country. Nigeria was one of the biggest country. America was having big business with when Barack Obama was here. When it comes to oil, when it comes to food, when it comes to agri, many stuff, gold. Many stuff. Even baby, we have everything here. You see mountains. Sometimes you will see how these white people will come in. You will see them having from different countries. They may come from China, they may come from Switzerland. We see some Americans too coming in. They will divide a big hill. You don't know what they are getting there, but they know what they are getting. You will see them with new truck. They will put money every day. Money will going down. Then you see them scattering your hills. You see them digging the hills. Taking it elsewhere, and you think they're not getting money. So I feel like Obama, and he understands. Obama was for the people. He support our education system. He support. He gave job opportunity. He gave scholarship. The visa policy was low. You don't have to suffer then, before you go to America. The job opportunity visa was, the green visa was so easy. I don't know if you're getting it. To go to America, some people use desert. Some people work from different African country, to neighboring country, I don't know, but it was so different movement, and he worked hard on Africa. It was so easy, but when Donald Trump came in, he cut everything off because he wanted more.
Yeah, he wants more.
The president. Yeah.
Seems to me he wants to be the president of the universe. He wants to he wants to control. In my opinion, he wants to control and he wants to bully people.
And baby, when he control Nigeria, if he get involved here, he is controlling the whole Africa. Because even the Ghana, the Kenya, the South Africa, everybody, I mean, they're getting everything from Nigeria here. I don't know if we get them.
Do you think or feel that the president might give in to Donald Trump and let him have access to you guys like that?
No, I mean, I know, but sometimes I can't speak with them. But to me, I feel like this president will just give to Donald Trump like that. That is why you see Donald Trump is trying to use force. He's trying to use anything possible. He's trying to use the military. Obama has been to Nigeria very, very several times. Queen Elizabeth, the UK Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth, you know her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's been to Nigeria so many times. She have Nigerian people that she picked that work for her. She has so many black Nigeria that, she walk across streets, that she picked that work for her. She has so many Nigeria that she gave visa, that she gives scholarship. You know how when you see these rich people and, they go through different African countries and help people that, I mean, even when you know that they have power in their country, they are not that cool in their country. But they still travel out and pick people along, But this man here is not just traveling, he's not doing anything. He wanted to come to South Africa and he said he's not coming, he didn't come. He went to Angola because, Angola gave him a crude oil thing, this year. Because of the peace, he gave them some kind of stuff too because they were fighting with their neighboring country too over there. I don't know. Yeah, Angola with another country was fighting, but it was African, and he went there. He the way he normally do. Sent some military there, and they were bombing some companies, and everybody was quiet. So they signed the deal that they will be given in oil, from 2026 to 2027 in 2 years. And he said the deal will be a very profitable deal, that it will help the Angola, they will make good profit of it. And it will help America, store a good, a lot of good oil that will start for more than decades, And he said they are still open and looking for more. So I feel like Nigeria president was paying attention to all of that. So, ever since he get to office, he didn't pay attention to him. So that was a day, he was talking. So they asked him that, did you hear what Donald Trump is saying? What Donald Trump say he's one from Africa? Every year Africans come with their summit, right? What they want from US and what they want the US to do for them. Because, I mean, you have to tell what you want US to do for you. You have to decide for US. The US won't decide for you, understand? But US would decide. I don't know, but Donald Trump is deciding for people. I don't know if you get it. Donald Trump is deciding for every country. But before, you don't have to decide for the US. US will look you. US will watch you. US will control you. US will support you. US was the boss, when it comes to fights, money. I mean, anything, US has it. So sometimes, US was like a pillar to the world. When it comes to maybe when you have story or insecurity in your country, when you have people fighting you, US used to come in as a supporter. The US look into you. But these days, Donald Trump is not that person. He decide, he make people fight. I don't know if you're getting it, because how he was talking about was it Israel and Gaza, because how he come and say some kind of stuff about them. When these people talk to him, he will go say what they say. When these other people talk to him, he will go say what they say. I mean, people are fighting and they're talking to you, and the kind of person you are. You have the power to stop it. But he didn't say anything. He was just linking their voices, confusing the public until he get to office. because he knows that if he did something, that fight would be over. But until he gets to that office, because he wants to win, he wants the US to support him, he wants the Palestine, everybody to support him. And he said if he gets to the office, he will end the fight. And he goes there, he ends the fight. I mean, what kind of man is that? He should know that something is wrong, something is happening somewhere. I mean, he's connecting some kind of stuff. And I feel like this is what he wants to do to Africans. Nigeria is a democratic country. Where we vote by our people. He wants to turn Nigeria to a military base. Burkina Faso is military. Then when he turned Nigeria to military, it will be so easy for every other country to turn to military. Because just recently, the military in Benin Republic is so close to Nigeria. When you go to Nasarawa, the next day, you go to Benin Republic. People go there with car, all this kind of stuff. So military wanted to take over, recently. Nigeria president sent our military. When it comes to Africa, Nigeria is like US to the world. You get it? So our Nigeria president sent military to the Benin, and he helped them, and the president was safe. The military didn't take over. The Democrat people was happy. They were praising Nigeria. But Donald Trump came to attack us. He said they didn't stop the killing, all this kind of stuff. And the president knew that, he wanted to turn the country to be a military country. Because when he turned it to a military country, it would be so easy for him to come. As Donald Trump is a military, right? He's a military president, right? And Nigeria is a democratic president. So they won't just go free. Whatever Donald Trump is doing, he'll be going as the armed force of the United States. But our president will be His Excellency, because people vote him, people put him there. I don't know if you're getting it. But Donald Trump may use bomb to scatter Nigeria if he wants to take over. He has the power.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's trying to use the religion, because recently Nigeria is doing good. Nigeria is doing good recently. Even when he made that statement earlier, Nigeria was doing good. Nothing happened this Christmas. People try. But he came up and the president said something. He said, when Nigeria is trying to succeed, people are attacking us. When Nigeria is trying to succeed, people are attacking us. That something is happening somewhere. And pastors, a lot of pastors are doing it. A lot of pastors go online, make some kind of video, tag him. A lot of pastors, post old picture or some kind of stuff that maybe had happened, in the year of maybe 2010, 2011. They post it by and tag him and tell him that this is the new Christian that we're killing. So those posts have been going viral online. It comes to some kind of, Christians, some Christians here. And, you can't just be watching, some people. You can't just watch people, burying people. You can't watch the pastor with the Bible saying this video. You can't just go online seeing your brother. People are killing your brothers, You've been a Christian and you see 20, 25, 30 Christians being killed in a day. If you're a believer, it will affect you. So those kind of messages, I've been going to Donald Trump's attention, and he wants to use that stuff to destroy Nigeria to get what he needs. Because if he sent his troops to Africa, Nigeria, they are not going free. They are not going free. And when he has the whatever it is that he needs, he will have it for himself, not even for the Americans.
Okay, I'll be, you guys, I'll be on here for a couple more minutes, and I'll be ending the live in a couple of more minutes, you guys. So if I don't say bye then, I'm going to say bye now. My loves, keep living. I'm just listening.
I don't know if you get it. The country fare may be low, and him as a businessman, he may have everything, because the only man that has a refinery, the African richest man, Aliko Dangote, is from Nigeria. Some kind of stuff will happen. So they say the minister of petroleum and oil, is it both downstream and upstream? Downstream mean these black marketers. You know, these people that are within Africans, they are downstream. Upstream mean, you know, these people that, you know, you can maybe sell to the United States, Switzerland, Russia, UK, you know, all these foreign top countries, the Saudi Arabia. So the minister, you know, had some clash with this businessman. This businessman has been trying to build a new refinery since the government want to build one and they don't want to repair their old ones. The government refinery is called NNPC, Nigeria something petroleum, something like that. That is the government owned refinery that produce petrol for us. But everything is because when they give money to